Alright, welcome back. I shut this down. The headache and all that. Yeah, I don't care. Get rid of it. I want to do something today, and I whiteboarded it. So I've got that. I need to get rid of a couple of things to get space to pick up a couple of things, so we can go. Yeah, I shut this down. The headache, I didn't even want to stand there playing with zombies. What I did instead was switched over to Steam, and ooh, it's still open. I hope that's okay. I guess we'll find out. I went into co-op mode in Saints Row 4 with Hunter, because she it doesn't matter, I got places to put it. Oh, she can't stand first-person shooters. I'm not thrilled with them. This really annoys me. I would love it if this were practical, but there's no. It's like, Lego Worlds has the same problem where you have no real chance of doing anything in third person. It's impossible to line it up and figure out what you're doing. It's not impossible, but it's certainly not worth the hassle. I assume you'll just go where I want you to go. Hey guys. Yeah, so we played Saints Row 4 for a few hours. The flaw in that, of course, it's really kind of pretty warm in my office. Intentionally, I like it this way. I'll do that later, it's fine. I kind of have a bunch of pre-production here before I do something relatively simple, but I probably should have waited to start recording. Anyway, we were playing Saints Row, and it's about 85 in my office any time of year. I can't be colder than that. It's just terrible. It's 85 in here right now. I'm wearing a couple of shirts, and if it were any colder, I'd have a hoodie too. But computers are less happy when it's this warm, and her laptop overheated. She took it apart. It turns out there's a there was like half a cat in there. Well, 3 cats. Elle and Morty, who do some shedding, especially in June. And the remnants of Zombie, her computer, she's had it for like a year and a half, so Zombie lasted until the beginning of 2017, and don't need these. Do need, you can go, give me one of these, put this here. Zombie was a big, huge, black, long-haired cat. What do I want? Am I good? You know what I could... It doesn't matter. I'll be fine. I should have enough for what I want. I do want one of these. That'll work. So, yeah, her laptop... And it's a really good laptop. It's, again, 18 months old and 15-inch screen. She doesn't need bigger than that, I guess. But it's all like 4K and touchscreeny, and it's really pretty cool. Decent graphics card. But yeah, it had overheated. The battery had swelled. She tore that out. It runs without a battery. We got a new one on order. Just because you can't go to 7-Eleven in the middle of the night and get a laptop battery. Although, getting a little watch battery that's now powering the entire BIOS is probably something to consider. That's a Safeway thing, maybe. So yeah, it even once she got it cleaned out and it was kind of working again, it's still been shutting down arbitrarily. I'm not even sure that's necessarily a laptop heat problem. It might just be the nature of co-oping through Steam. I then switched over without her to New Vegas for a while. And then that was a sudden forced Luddite. Hi, cat. Just because I was used to running around in this matrixy, run up buildings like Prototype and collect clusters and soar around. Then I'm suddenly walking at the speed of suck. And what is it with? Is it just me, or in Fallout you cannot run? You can walk or you can creep. There's no moving. Well, there's fast travel if there's no enemies or you're not overloaded. But it is a slow-ass game. It's not like this. So now I'm back here soaring around, not fast. I'm going to build a portal so I can fast travel, in a sense. But, I'm overloading them. I don't know which game I'm playing anymore. It's either the one where I can jump straight up and then, run up a building and collect stuff, or it's moving at the speed of migratory sponges in Fallout, or here I am soaring again, but it's not about clusters or nuts. Get up. Actually, that works, I think. Please let me down without hurting me. Well, you got it half right. Where about am I? 30. There's 57. Yeah, the Mushroom Island is like 5,700 north. This'll work. So what I want to do is build a portal here somewhere, and so I can get here from I can't see. I want numbers, but I want to be able to see the terrain. Let's put it. I don't care very much. I sort of care. I want it to be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got this right. 89, 88, 87. Yeah, that'll work. And then, but I did the soaring. I don't care. I don't want to discuss it. Throw in a portal just so I can get here from elsewhere. See what's in the portal and see if I'm about to fall into lava or something fun. I'm still loading a bit. Might be loading even slower on the recording. There's a ghast apparently shooting. Yep, there it is. Hang on, I gotta kill the ghast real quick. I wasn't expecting to see it. Well, I sure as hell wasn't ruling it out. These things do happen. Where is it? Where am I? What the hell? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh, damn it. Well, on the bright side, he's far enough out of range, he probably will just evaporate in a sec. Okay, I got him. Cool, let's go. Get back into here. This is just an, hang on. I don't know how stuttery that'll all be. Stars. When we're done here, I can just go back through the nether. I can find the path I already built from up at the Mushroom Island. Don't really need that here. Unless I do, and then I'll be annoyed. That. Alright, so what I want to do next is... That works. What does it go to over here? Okay. Let's call this the middle, or something I'm about to have. That won't stay there, but it's fine. Give me, I don't need this. Give me that real quick. Get some dirt together just so I can build up a little foundation. Hopefully not get any of those damn barrier things. The impenetrable bounding box issue I was having last time I collected a bunch of dirt. Alright, so that's like 0 in all directions, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll work. Just to give me a point of reference, kind of. I could fill this in, kind of. I don't know if I have enough to fill it in. Move. I don't know why I care about this. It's like, if monsters spawn in this thing, it's not going to affect me in any way. It might be noisy. Wait a minute. I don't care. It's cool. I'll just... Oh, actually, I probably want to go down a level anyway, just so I can get up into this thing. Alright, what I want to... Snow down there. Yeah, this'll work. Okay, that was actually fairly stupid. Give me... 1, 2, okay. Give me, like, some of this. I'm going to want it. Well, whatever. Go there. And then put the torch back so I know where I am. Yeah, I just realized I made this huge mistake, and that doesn't help me very much. 1, 2, 3. This needs to be made of wood because, well, you'll get that in a minute. Alright, there's a bunch of dirt. Cool. Yeah, I wasn't thinking, and I did this all wrong. This all needs to be... I mean, it wasn't bad that it was that high. It'll work, but since I can get snow down there, that means that's low enough, or that's still high enough that I can make this lower and it'll be easier to get to. Being coming out of that portal, basically. It'll all make sense here in a sec when I've got it halfway built. For now, I'm clearing it out so I have room to make that happen. Oh, I'm out of room to pick stuff up. That's a bad thing. Alright, well, that's cool. Let me just set this down where it goes. Yeah, this is the level we're on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Torch. That can just not be there. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to assume I can pick all this up at some point. That'd be nice. Have some dirt left over, I suppose. Yeah, everything on this level can just probably get out of my way, except for the portal, of course. I'm annoyed that I'm getting snow, but I'm not getting it. That's the thing. That's all. Alright, that's... and then I'll just get rid of that because it's stupid looking. Okay. What am I doing? This is... get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a torch. It won't be, I'm just thinking. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can then use the dirt just to fill all this in underneath. If I don't want monsters spawning, which won't hurt me if they do. Get on. Oh, I'm going to be short. Well, that's okay. I've got more wood. I just need to break it up. Oh, wait. How am I not short? That's weird. I thought I would need... did I do this wrong? 65. Oh, that's right. That's weird. What do I have left for wood? 18. That will work. I was wrong. I'll get that in a sec. And then this can go here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Nuts. Okay, and then just fill. I don't know what the hell could spawn in there, but get out, just in case it tries to. Yeah, this has to be wood because I'm going to be using a pickaxe that I don't want to... If I made it out of any kind of rock, it would just not last very long. That's good, right? Good. Oh, and then I got that problem. I don't care, I don't want that. Alright, that works. Now I need a, these guys. And, like... Huh. Oh, give me that. That'll help. And I need... 7, I suppose. I need about 40, so... 42 would be good. And this is just going to go... Yeah, the torches weren't even about light. It's just, I mean, that's just a kind of a place marker so I know where I'm trying to build to. Oh, I need more than these. The 42 I'm going to need. Although, the other slabs I need don't have to be made of wood. So I'm okay if I run out. Alright, give me this. Well, yeah, like that. And we're going to build this up so that it, you know, matches. Which is not entirely aesthetic. It's kind of... I just don't want to have to do a lot of jumping to get to this thing. That's probably good. That I could fill in just because I didn't. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. So now we have this. Yay, we're done. There is one quick thing. I want to get that out of my way. Okay, that's my height. And I gotta be able to get into it, so go one more. And... oh, nuts. Well, it's not really a problem. Let me get down. I just want to do like this. Where am I? This is the... is that the edge? Yeah. This is just about the simplest thing you could ever want. In terms of a farm, well, it's not. If you just found seeds and planted them, that would be easier, but... get up here, we'll set that down because I need to. Give me one of those. Give me... am I out of wood? I am displeased. What am I not out of? Nothing. I need... that would work. I need to take a nap here in just a sec. Like I don't know what that'll get me. Let me try it. That's enough. Alright, quickly get rid of that. Get rid of the nighttime thing because it's not a good idea. What? And, give me the bed back because it doesn't go there. Give me that. Actually, I don't want to lose track. Do I have room to pick this up? No, why not? Because I have those damn things. Okay. I'll go around it for a sec. Alright, now this has to go. That has to go there. I can get out of here. Don't really care about these. And there, that's all done. That leaves me, I don't know what I'm trying to pick up. That leaves me a relatively simple need to... Oh, you know what? I want this here. I brought this along for a reason. I'm gonna put, can I put it here? Does it have to be on something? I don't care. I can put it on something. I'm trying to think. Those aren't affected by gravity. I can put it there. It doesn't matter. Put this here. That gives me a bit of room to pick stuff up. I don't know what. Those, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna... Well, I can make armor stands out of them, so that's cool. Put that in there. Could even put this... it's not like I have shulker boxes. I could be doing this. What do I want? I want... Get out of my way. I want these. You know what? Let me do it this way real quick just to illustrate something. The way this is going to work. When it's up here where I am, it's cold. So water, standing water exposed to the sky will freeze to ice, like in the real world. And like in the real world, if it's under a shadow, it's really, really warm. That's how the game thinks. So, if I have this to provide a shadow, and I think I'm lining this up right, I'll know more in a minute. Yeah, that looks right. If this provides me a shadow, then all of these spaces in the middle are necessarily under cover. And that's good. And then what I want to do, and it's going to be a little tricky, all things considered, because I don't happen to have whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buckets of water. To that end, I'm going to try something stupid. I don't know if this will work overall. It might. I could put a torch next to it, it'll be fine. Just set this here for a sec. Try to keep that lit up. Oh, haha, stupid. Now try to keep it lit up. And give me a water source that I can use for this. Put water here. It doesn't freeze because it's under a ceiling. Doesn't freeze. Won't freeze. Unfreezing. Freezeless. Freeze phobic. Running out of synonyms. One more. Actually, I probably could have just done that because I have the other bucket. It's fine. There. That gives me sources that won't ever go anywhere. That doesn't have to be... Yeah, that would be ice in a few minutes anyway if I took out the torches. Yeah. This, if I left it like this, would just always be water. But if I do this and take out the blocks retaining the water sources, the water will spread out into a whole little lake. But most of the lake, 8/9 of the lake, will be exposed to sunlight and therefore susceptible to freezing. Which should happen here fairly quickly. There's one. I'm going to want room, so give me that. And then give me, yeah, I was hoping that was in there. I wish I had another one so I could show you some. There's one. If I just smack this with any tool or barehanded or whatever, it leaves. It's gone. Don't get anything out of it. If I smack it with a Silk Touch pickaxe, I get that. And I have no wood. There's wood right there, and yeah, that'll work. That'll give me a second to let this stuff freeze up, and I'll get something done. Okay. So, a little annoyed that there's this cavern thing here. Things could probably come up out of it. I suppose I could probably... Oh, you know, I probably ought to do this. I suppose I can survive it in any case. It doesn't matter, put this somewhere. Oh, just set this probably right here, I guess would make the most sense. That way I can reach into it from getting up here. It's right where I want to be. That's fine. So yeah, now I've got a, what's what this do besides, that's it, it's just a diamond axe. Pickaxe. It's not terribly fast or anything. Especially if it were fast, and I had stone, cobblestone, stone brick, anything making this thing up, I would stand a pretty good chance of, you know, going right through the floor with it. But here I've got ice. I don't know why I have ice. I have no immediate need ever for ice. This is not tremendously helpful to me in any way, but I didn't have one of these, and now I have one. So I've got that going for me, which is nice. There's lava down there, I think. Is that lava? It's a big bright thing that looks a little like water, but isn't. Yeah, I think that's lava. Colorblind, what do you want? Oh, I can't get up. Damn, that's really stupid. That's okay if I can go around or not fall down or something like that. And yeah, if I just lurk here for a bit, do actually have to be in range. Like, if I left, it wouldn't likely be frozen if I came back. That's dangerous. What do I have for that? Nothing. It's just a big gap I don't like very much. There's not much to be done about it, is there? That's okay, whatever. I guess I probably gotta hang. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 logs. I think I could make these into sticks, but then if I need wood for something, I won't have it. I don't know what I could use enough to make one single chest. Come on, grow ice. Oh, and then yeah, if it's not evident, I mentioned this, but just to, it would be nice if it showed what I was talking about. That's ice, obviously, because there's sky above it. Oh, and it's slick. I forgot about that. Yeah, sky. But this and this, that will always be water. That'll always be water. That should at some point become ice. And particularly, it'll grow faster and faster because, I mean, at the moment, because for water to become ice, it has to be next to a solid block. And these count as solid blocks. They're semi-transparent, but they're solid. I don't think I can put a torch on ice, for example. Yeah, no. Although I can put it on top of glass, apparently, so I don't know what the rules are anymore. That middle one there grew in because yeah. The more ice there is, the faster a given block that can become ice because it's not sheltered will become ice because it's got a... this is a solid block, even though it's also no torches and stuff, but it counts as an edge. It counts as something that water is against that's not water. Basically, is all it cares about. It can be anything. I might be able to do it like a trap door or something. I don't know. Yeah. So this and so on will always be liquid water, which is what makes this possible in the first place. As soon as it's all solid, and it might be, I've got about 2 seconds, never mind. So, there, 30 seconds now. The point is that at some point that'll be all solid except for that strip diagonally through the middle. Let go, come on. Now my computer might be overheating. Get up. Although the new video card has a hell of a fan on it, that's what that noise is. Yeah, you can kind of see the skeleton of where it's going at this point. This diagonal strip through the middle is just always water. The rest will entirely fill in. So it'll be nothing but it'll really look like a shadow of this, where the water is darker than the ice. So I can come up here through the nether. I think I should be able to make a path. I can put this away so that I have it for other things. I could also probably work on making more. Although my Silk Touch guy got zombified, I'm really annoyed about that. I'm sure there will be others. But yeah, I can come in. I can come up here if I need ice. Ice has its uses if you want to make. Well, for one thing, it's really nicely portable water because it stacks. Give me that back. If I have buckets, you know, these two aren't necessarily separate entities. They cannot. I can't put one on the other. You can't double-click it to collect them. With ice, I can just keep going with it, and I can have 64 ice blocks anywhere. And, or in this case, you know, well, 72, I suppose. Although if it's working quickly enough, and sometimes it does, I don't know exactly what controls what, but I've seen it where, well, yeah, there's one. I've got this doing this before in other worlds, other seeds. I've pushed it to the point that, or somehow I've, in running through doing that, by the time I'm done, there's ice again for me. It's really pretty quick. I think I don't know if maybe it's just me, maybe it just seems like it to me, but if I plant a tree in a given place, it takes forever to grow. If I replant it in exactly the same spot, if that were dirt and I planted a tree there, 5 minutes later I'd have a tree, chop it down, plant a sapling, and I'll have a tree again in 90 seconds. It seems like it somehow fertilizes itself, or, you know, decides that this is farmland or tree land or whatever. The same might be true with ice, I don't know. Neither might be true. It's possible that I'm just wrong and it seems like it to me, but I don't know. If so, then this will grow faster and faster as I use it, I suppose, maybe. And yeah, going in here before it's done is a little stupid, just because, again, once it has... If a given spot, if that spot right there, if you can see it, what's boxed, this spot, if that were water and the three around it, or really the entire, all of them, or the around it, were ice, it would become ice really fast because it would check on every side that there was a solid, and it would just, it would be a thing. So anyway, there, I've got an ice farm. I can use ice to make, you know, to run real fast on something, or make things run fast, or whatever I want to use it for. I can use it as portable water sources that actually work a little. The only way they don't work better than this is you can't, unless you have a bucket, you can't pick them up again. So it's more like if I wanted to build this and I had ice, it would have been easier. Because I could just set down the strip in the middle using ice, and then broken each one, and since it was under the shadow thing there, it would work nicely. But that's, you know, you can't, as much as you have to have money to make money, there's a starting point. You have to make the money in the first place. If this were money, and it's not, it's ice. Which is like diamonds, which is like a way to, you know, compartmentalize money into a perceived value, which any geologist will tell you is hilarious. Diamonds are worthless. They just are. Well, they're not bad as cutting tools, but that's not why people want them. Yeah, that's my ice farm. So I got that. Yeah, I'm going home. I'm gonna leave, obviously, that there. I'm gonna leave this here. I'll make more if I need it, because I've got all the materials to make hundreds. That stays. Could take ice with me. I just don't really see a need. Oh, I'm gonna leave the pickaxe in the there, because this is the only thing I can use to pick one of these up, so I like to have it, you know, close by. But yeah, I'm definitely over time now, so I'm gonna split. And I'll just see you next time. So, bye.